All right. I think we have enough information for me to do some breakout ads. Oh wait, isn't there something going on right now? God damn it. Bro, I was just chilling and there's a literally live hangout right now. I was just chilling and I forgot. I think it's over. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, it says it's live, but it's not live. All right. I don't know. Guess I missed it. Maybe it was only like 30 minutes long. Damn, that's no. I wonder if any of the YouTube things are posted anywhere else. Just for like the people that can't make it. Okay. Well, right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this scaling course right here. So we're gonna go monitor. We're gonna pull out the winners here.
All right, we're going to talk about pulling out winners. When you pull out a winner, how do you do it? What is a winner? And Matt, it's you and me, buddy. We're going to walk through our account and show you what we do. Show you kind of a winner that we've chosen too, so you can just see this sucker from start to finish. And so Matt, let's like just talk about winners for a second and how we, I don't know, just how we view a winning ad. And I feel like there's different ways to determine if something is winning or not. Do you have an example of something's winning?
Yeah, definitely. So here's our, so you can kind of see our high level, it's kind of our highest campaign level and how we structure stuff. So we have retargeting down here, we have a discovery, which is where we find winners, and then everything above it is basically when a winner gets broken out, they go into either ABO or CBO. So we're going to our discovery here. The discovery is where we have different batches of stuff we test. You'll see different dates. There's not as much organization in here because we want to remove all friction from the testing process. And so if we think of a random idea, we'll just throw something in here. We'll date it so we know. We usually try to keep the images and the videos split up a little bit. But
yeah, so each of these is basically one of our like tests. And so this is how many we run. Sometimes every day of the week we think of new images or videos to make. And so this is kind of like our, if you started a test, each of these ad sets is like one of those.
Yeah, and so you'll see this, we've had a lot of good results with this 528 image campaign. We're going here, and you'll see a couple things jumping out. Really, you'll have this one right here, which 5 results at a $16 purchase. I think it's hard to give a blanket, like anything below 20, you should scale because everyone's groups are a little bit different. Our price point for our group is $29, and so if you see something
Also just like the strategy changes based on your on your budget and how many things are winning. Like for us at the very beginning, when nothing really was winning yet, like we might break something out that just looks like it's about to win just so we can get more spend, you know. And now that we have a lot of things winning, you kind of wait till something has actually won to pull it out. And so a winner in the beginning might literally just be like, we're running a test, something is getting a really good like CPC and CTR, but this is maybe spending evenly or something.
All right, let's look CPC and CTR. So this is getting a really good cost per click. Like, I think it's outdoing everyone, right? Well, these ones aren't live. So yeah, it's literally doing better than everyone. And then CTR, let's do all. It's doing better than these two, which I know this one isn't live. And this one right here, how much impressions does it have? It has 34 impressions. So it has a pretty good, yeah, I think this one's the winner, honestly. So I'm very happy with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this one out for sure. Yesterday I was like, oh, I break out both of these, this one and this one. But I think we're gonna go ahead and test a lot of these a little bit more, and then we'll break out this one if it works. And then also I need to go ahead and if I go ahead like this, I have 4 rejected here. Oopsie, wow. I was just talking to nothing. My bad, guys. So yeah, I'll go over that again. So let me just make everything smaller, but not like they used to. But not cause they want to. I'm trying higher, gonna get hired, but not to do my way. Trying. Living the life is little like dying. Done up into student tell. Do with myself. Da 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 da. Okay, cool. So let's go. He was talking about the CPC and the CTR. So we're gonna go here and go to our CPC, and we're gonna go lowest cost per click. And so right here, this one right here, this one that's kind of lit up, is the lowest cost per click here. That's converting, right? And this one here has 58-cent cost per click, which I think is pretty good. And this one right here, both of these aren't live. Like, both of these are, I know they're rejected. So this is the highest cost per click, or the lowest cost per click ad that I have running. So I think that's pretty good. And then after that, he was saying our CTR. So if we go here, this one again isn't live, and this one right here only has 34 impressions, and this one has 428. So this one, you know, when you have a lower number of thing, like if you only have 2 impressions and 1 person clicks, you have a 50% click-through rate, right? So more impressions while still having this high of a click-through rate, I think it's looking pretty good. So this is the one that I'm officially going to break out. Yesterday I was saying that I might want to break out both of these two. So this one right here and this one right here. But I think I'm just going to leave this one in just a little bit longer to marinate, and I'm going to break out this one for sure since it's doing really well.
You're like, you want to continue testing everything, but let's pull the one out that you're really excited about, independently spend a lot on it. That can kind of feel like pulling out a winner, even though you don't have results. Sometimes we don't have results, but day one looks incredible, and you're like, I don't want to kill this, like all these other things in the test just to spend out, so I'm going to pull it out as a winner now. Like, it literally can happen at any time. I feel like for us, we do that, and so it's worth noting that it's not like you get this many purchases and you are profitable and it is a winner. It's like, no, it means you want to spend more money on it, and you want to do that in an isolated environment.
Yeah, because you'll see, I mean, if you have 4 different, if you're running a batch and you have 4 different creatives, one of them is going to start performing better. And it's like, okay, well, Facebook's still going to try and split up a lot of that spend. And so if you don't pull it out, I mean, look at this. And this is a perfect example. It's like that one spent $84, has 5 purchases, but Facebook's also wanting to spend on this one. Actually, the majority here. And so I think this is also important to note. Devin, you mentioned it, but we had already, like, we're going back to do this video, but we had already pulled this out. We wouldn't normally have waited until it got 5. Like, these results are way further along than we would normally pull out. I think we pulled this out when it had like maybe 1 or 2 purchases, really good at a really good rate, and so we decided, yeah, this is.
Oh, yeah, and actually that's another thing that made me think, oh, do I pull this one out? Because this one has 1 purchase and it is at a good rate here, you know. This one also has a good one. Like, literally, if I just make my course $20, boom, like I can spend double on this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I think it's, I really think it's pretty good. So I'm willing to go ahead and spend more on these two. So yeah. And then also I think one thing that I need to do is I need to, if like this is gonna be my role, getting like people into this thing, I think like a new shift is once I go ahead and make kind of like my funnel working. It's not a funnel, but like once I make the ads working and stuff like that, I really need to work on, oh hey, okay, cool, my ads are working now. Let's go ahead and funnel towards a website, or sorry. Once I get my ads working and I did my course creation, so that's one thing. Ads are working, so I'm right now. So right now my ads are doing well, so they are working, right? But once I figure it out a little bit more, and I can just go kind of like not be so questionative, I don't have as many questions for the ads, then what I can do is I can say, okay, I need to make 4 creatives per day, so I can just like keep on like having that cycle go. 4 creatives per, or maybe like per week, so it gives it some time to breathe, so we can put stuff down, we can turn stuff up. And then after that, once we have the 4 creatives, then we can also go ahead and then after that, while I'm doing my 4 creatives per week, then I also need to go ahead and edit all the content that I'm doing here, right? Because I think this is very valuable in learning how to make a school page, you know? So yeah. Yeah, and then like and then after that I need to record and do more content for my school community, you know? So yeah, I got a lot of stuff on my plate. And then after that, once I record and do more content for my school community, then I also need to do some videos and stuff like that for my booth, you know? And also I'm going to take the learnings that I learned here and apply that to my booth, you know? Like, oh hey, let's do an ad for the Fairview market this Sunday, and let's see how it does. How many people go ahead and click our link for 10% off? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all those crazy things that we can do when they're gonna come to our booth. Like, I think that's really cool. But also then after that, I want to upgrade my booth, because I feel like we're at a point where we're good. Now we just need to keep on innovating, you know, making the experience better. So how can we do that? All right, well, I think we should get, you know, side blinders for a booth, and then after that also have like, yeah, have the side things for a booth. So 1, rain, if it does rain here, it won't get on our stuff. 2, now we can actually customize our booth, right? And I think that's something cool that I really think that the experience will be a lot better, because now we can have stuff on the walls, you know, on the sides of our booth. We can have stuff on the back, you know. We can have people come inside and have 3 tables going boom, 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 have everything off underneath to the side, you know? So yeah, I think that's gonna be cool, or something that I'm really excited about. Yeah. So anyways, those are things that I'm constantly looking at. Right now, we only have $138 in the account. Obviously, we have here. I'll be transparent with you guys because I really, this is like another part that I really like is cash flow, right? Because not a lot of people think about cash flow and like how to do it. So in total, we have $6,484.44 in our account. Not all of that is for us. So in our available balance, we have $165.57, and this is for us to just spend on things that we want, right? So I would say like $165 is, oh hey, this is what we have to operate the business, right? So $165 is, oh okay, well we went ahead and we need to get some tables, some, you know, an extra tent for something, la-di-da-da, sure. Or we need to get more products, so we need to go ahead and buy more stickers, which we bought for $106. We need to buy more candy for $135.91, you know. So I think that's pretty good. And also what I'm really excited for is, since I have a product, right, and I can say the average customer goes ahead and spends $15, right? Oh, actually, we're gonna start this. We're gonna start this right now because my brain's working now that ads are in the picture. Let's go to oh, this song's so good. Okay, so look at this. So our net sales our gross sales, because we're gonna go look at gross, since net is just how much they take out from whatever, right? Okay, I'm not gonna look at that right now, but so the average net sale is $15, right? So we're like, okay, why $15? Because one, that could be a large, or that could be a small and a large, so that's 14. But it's probably more than that, because if it's average 15, that means some people go lower, some people go higher. So if I know our average sale is $15, I don't want to be in there. Here, wait, let me just check something. I don't want to, you know. I don't want to accidentally dock something I can't. Okay, bros, this song is overpowering me. I can't. It's just it's too much of a banger. Oh. Again. I can't. So 1, 2, 3. Nice. Maybe it's on the road. Okay, sorry. So what I okay, so sorry. But I want to see if I could go ahead and if I could go ahead and see what the average was, but if I could see exactly what it was, right? So if I could say, oh, the average was $15, which I don't know our average one anymore, but if our average was $15 and that was from having one large, one small, right? That's usually $17, right? Or is it that, you know, 4 smalls, you know? I wish that one was like a little bit better tracked. Better tracked as in single purchases, if that makes sense, because I do have the I do have the individual like items here, right? And no, that doesn't work because it has to be per transaction, right? Yeah, it doesn't work like that because it has to be per transaction. If it would honestly work if it was, yeah, if I wasn't trying to find out per transaction, because I can go ahead and bulk all the transactions together, and maybe I can do that by using a spreadsheet, and then seeing like what's the most common like packaged together in our 3 sizes. And maybe that's a reason for us to just go ahead and take out it, because if I said, oh hey, our average sales are $15, right? And the reason why it's $15 is because people usually buy in between 10 and 1, or sorry, 1 and 2 of our $10 bags. So that's 20 and 10, and it's split evenly between the middle. I can say, all right, perfect. Our thing is $15, right? So that means it's split perfectly between this much and this much. So I know that for my large bags, because we did it before, and we're gonna go to our daily, and we're also gonna go to Recipe Pal right here. We know that our medium bags, which this is the best seller, and then we'll go here, we'll go to cost, we know it costs us $2.41, right? So it will cost us $4.82, right? So it costs us $4.82 for that 15, right? Minus 15. So that means we get $10.18. So that means we can have a $10 okay, well, here's the next thing. We don't have great retention, so that means we can only spend $5 if we really want to. But if we did have retention, then I can spend $10 and 18 cents, and then after that just make it back the next month or however long they stay, because if they stay for like 3 months, they keep on continuously buying every single month, or they buy 4 times. Okay, so here's a different thing. Maybe they buy 4 times in a month, you know? So then, okay, the one time they come here, then we times that by 4. Now we have a $40.72 per customer that we can spend for 1 month. And let's say they stay for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be cool. So that's something that I do want to know, and I'm probably gonna have to take a course on how to manipulate my data to show me that. Because right now I'm not sure. I'm sure there is a way to do it, but I'm not gonna try to bang my head on the wall. I need to learn other things instead of like banging my head on the wall here. But that is something very valuable that I can use, that if I had that data, then I can put that against my ads and be like, damn, look at this, now we're getting people, you know, like now we're getting people. Bow, 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 bow. Or if it went directly to my website and then my website started pumping sales, you know? Ooh, that's such a good idea. Okay, but anyways, we're breaking long story short, we're breaking out this one and maybe this one too. I think we're gonna break out these two because they're the most spend besides this one right here. Right, most spend. Wow, yeah, these two are the most spend, and I just want to give the wealth to like some of these other ones, you know. $2. I think last time when he was like, man, everything was around like $2 and $3, he was like, that's not enough to know. And that's true, because you have to get, or I'm sorry, not that that's true and I know, but okay, I also need to redo these ones as well. But anyways, we need to get over 100 impressions, then we can make like a judgment.
This is the winner. We pulled it out and we have it running in a different campaign already, but we're going back to kind of show you. But I think that's important to note, because the slightest inkling that something can do well, you want to get it out of this phase, because this phase is kind of a means to an end. But
slightest inkling. Well, I mean, I have an inkling that I could do well. This is like, hey, look, we're at $1, but $8, you know, I don't know. Yeah, these two are slight inklings that they can do well.
You keep it going. You don't turn it off. You know, there's spent almost $400 in this testing campaign. You know, I mean, you'll see there that that's profitable. It's profitable.
We're looking at like our goal is between 0.5 ROAS and like up. So like 1 means we're profitable month 1. Sometimes that happens, but a lot of times you're profitable, like credit card statement is when you're profitable, which is another acceptable range for us. It's like if we retain 90% of our people and we're at a 0.5 or 0.6, we are going to be profitable before we have to pay that credit card payment on Facebook. You know, it's like, so we're happy with that too. I think a lot of people, if they're not doing good enough, if they're running something at 0.5, 0.6, but it's like, no, you're doing good. If you retain your customers, if you can retain 80% of people, and your churn is lower than 20% even, like you're doing great. You're going to get most of these people paying for at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like a lot of months. So something to keep in mind is that you don't have to be net positive month 1. One of the reasons I think we are scaling faster and harder than anyone in the ads lab group right now is because of that fact. Like, I think people are afraid to scale smaller return on ad spend because they see people doing crazy numbers showing off. And it's like, no, screw that. You know, 0.5 is awesome. Scale it, because by next month you'll have a bigger budget. Those people will continue to pay you every month, and every month your ROAS will probably increase because you'll keep doing tests. It's something to note.
Yeah, and you're learning faster. You're giving the algorithm more data. It's like there is a lot that comes to that, and looking long term, looking at it over many months versus just this is one purchase. And so that's kind of the philosophy. We'll run in and go ahead. So this video won't be too terribly long. So like once you,
I think, yeah, this one needs to This one needs to go. Oh my goodness gracious. Where's your head at? All right, now I'm just making something right now because it just came to my mind. This is your first, this is your first step to being committed to taking action. Hello, hi. My name is Isaac. I live in State City. Where you're from, an icebreaker to learn a little bit about yourself. That's what you're. What I know about me is that I love to do hobby in my free time. I joined this group. So I joined this group because I love to. Other hobby you like to make money from. To hobby. From. I joined this group because I love to hobby you want to make money from. I love to bake. And I joined this group because I love to hobby. I love to join this group because I love to hobby you want to make money from and want to make some extra cash. Extra cash. You want to make some extra cash?
I got a Lysol that mood swings.
Bro, it's still going.
New streams, I don't really wanna face all that. Bad dreams are worse when you're awake, I'll bet. It's a nightmare life like a movie. They write the screenplay, I write the music. Playing out a role, not knowing how it ends. What if all my enemies turn into my friends? And what if the world is never ever the same? And what if all the money could never buy you a thing? And what if all the songs you never thought you would sing start coming out? And what if the truth that you never wanna face becomes the only flavor you're ever gonna taste? I guess I'm not a stranger to everything erased. What's coming now? pigs in the sky if I had to guess.
Now, right now, right now. Then what comes next?
Probably pigs in the sky if I had to guess.
I am trying to write an intro, a welcome to our community post, period. I'm trying to write a welcome to our community post. I'm trying to write a welcome to a community post. I need to some things in this post. One, welcome the new people that are joining, period. Two, have them introduce themselves. Three, encourage them to share ideas and passions. Passions.
What comes next? Probably pigs in the sky if I had
To guess. Will give you some information about my
はしゃりすぎた街の中で僕は一人遠回りした寂しい夜はまだこんなもんじゃないさはしゃりすぎた街の中で僕は一人遠
So here is the draft post that I
終電間際のガーデンプレイス別れを知ったロンリーナイスサーカス取れたボタンをすぐすりをしたまだ帰りたくないみたい夜とおしゃべりをしながら書いた線が都会によく似合っていたんだ簡単にさよならするもんじゃないな意味なんて必要ないいつも後付けさはしゃりすぎた街の中で僕は一人遠回りした寂しい夜はまだこんなもんじゃないさはしゃりすぎた街の中で僕は一人遠回りした寂しい夜はまだこんなもんじゃないさ
Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen GPT think this long. here here is the post I was going to use. Here's the post I was going to use. You can use it for reference, and then underneath that there is our about page. Please use both of the writings below for the post. Okay. So, introduce yourself. To get started, we love to learn more about you. Please introduce yourself. Hey, we're thrilled to have you here in our passionate group of bakers. As you dive into this journey with us, we want to make sure you feel right at home and ready to embark on your exciting adventure. To get started, we love to learn more about you. Please introduce yourself by sharing your name, fun fact about yourself, what inspired you to join our community. Oh, I love this. Our community thrives on exchange of ideas and passions each Wednesday. We encourage you to share your ideas and goals. Welcome. Introduce yourself. We're thrilled to have you in our passionate group of bakers and candy makers as you dive into bakers, candy makers, bakers, candy makers, bakers, candy makers, and other vendors. As you dive, bakers, candy makers, and other vendors, as you dive into this journey with us, we want to make sure you feel right at home and ready to embark on an exciting adventure. Introduce yourself. To get started, we'd love to learn more about you. Please introduce yourself by sharing your name, where you're from, a fun fact about yourself, something you enjoy doing in your free time, what inspires you to enjoy our community, share your passion, what inspired you to join our Here we are, community. Share your passion ideas. Our community thrives on exchange of ideas and passion each member brings. We encourage you to share your goals and what you plan to bake/make. Discuss any challenges you face or anticipate facing. Offer tips and tricks that work for you. Ask questions and seek advice. Quick tips for growth. Many instead of if you want to grow, do this one thing. Many people join a community with the intention of starting something new, but often don't take the next steps. By introducing yourself and sharing your goals, you're making a commitment to take action. This is the first step towards success. Ooh, this is a good song. Yo. Send a little leeway. I just need some time to myself. Take it like the cloud and back up faster. I ain't been trying to care enough.
I just need some leeway. You wanna settle down?
I call you bluff. Don't you try to sound the way you want? Is it really me? Cause if I do, I call you sane. You's like, I don't have to be this way. That's just who I choose to be, yeah. You don't think that I could change? All up to what you perceive, I doubt it.
If I had to give my side,
Let's agree to disagree, yeah. Over by the Civil Way, da 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 leeway. I'm around, I'm by myself.
wait, did you hear that? Sorry, listen closer.
When you're not around, I'm by myself, and it gets some leeway.
Sitting on the
Couch just was as hell. I can eat at home, like what the hell? That's what 2-for-1 deal, call me Supercell. Oh, and also like, yeah, I'm gonna be this way. That's just who I choose to be, yeah. You don't think you'll need to change? All up to what you perceive, I doubt it.
if I had to give my side,
Let's agree to disagree, yeah. Over by the Civil Way, da 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 da. Oh, I see. Okay. So actually, I need to go ahead and make this a private group. Nothing. I just need some time to myself. Make it like the cloud and back up faster.
I ain't been inclined to care enough. You wanna settle down, I call you bluff. Judging by the
The
sound,
way you want. That's what really means. If I do, I call you sane. You was like, yeah, I don't need to be this way. That's just who I used to be. Yeah.
you don't think that I could change? All up to what you perceive, I doubt it. If I had to give my side,
Let's agree to disagree. Yeah. Over by the Civil Way.
just wanna lay inside my bed, pretend this like a world does not exist. I keep going back to the same bullshit. Now I'm getting tired, need to sit down cause I'm feeling kinda woozy. I feel dizzy now. I hope one day I just
So where do I get questions? I know people have like a question form that they can have before, you know.
my chest is getting tight and it's hard to breathe. Wasting precious time gives me anxiety.
Oh,
Help me get away so we can shine just like they do in the movies.
question. What is what are okay. Knowing what you know about my community, what are some membership questions that I should ask? Period. I can ask up to 3 questions when they request to join the group. What inspired you to join Super, and what are your goals for baking? What is your experience level with baking / making sweets? Have you ever sold your products? What is one specific challenge you're currently facing or anticipate facing in starting or growing? Bro, these are great. Holy crap. Chat GPT, I love you. So this understands our motives. What inspired you to join Super Sus, and what are your goals for? Actually, I love all 3 of them. Period. Could you make them shorter? What inspired you to join, and what are your goals for your booth? I think, what are your goals? What are your goals for baking? Fuck it, I wanna dance. What inspired you to do it? What are your goals for what is your experience level with baking or selling sweets? Have you ever sold one of your baked goods? I'm wearing out, 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 out. I'm wearing out, 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 out. What challenges are you currently facing, and how can the community help? Dude, these are great questions. What inspired you to join? What are your goals for the booth? What are your goals for your booth? These are great questions, because like now I get a direct like, this is what they want. This is what they want. This is what they want. This is their goal. This is their experience. This is what they want help with. Dude, I love that. I love that. Did I tell you I love that? Because I love that. Bro, this ad set right here, I think we need to break it out, because I think it just got another one. I don't know what it's doing, but I think this one, it needs to break out already. All right, let's go back to learning how to break it out, because that was the whole goal. And we keep on getting distracted. Okay, pulling out a winner.
Identify, okay, this is a good one. We want to pull this out. How I usually do that's easiest is I'll just click it.
All right, we're clicking
I'll go duplicate, new campaign, and I'll name this like Sal, which is school app.
All right, so we're clicking duplicate, new campaign. The new campaign is going to be called
AsLab. Number 14. It's like Peyton. I have an idea on what's
Out of like our discovery, like
SBS, not SBF, SBS. Number 1, because that's the first one we pulled out. And then this one is brownie into dollars.
where we test everything. This is our 14th
Ooh,
breakout.
ABO.
It's an ABO, right? And sometimes we create these campaign. I feel like you create these campaign names on the fly, and then almost every time you kind of mess the syntax up a little bit, and you just edit it afterwards because you forget a dash, or you put one thing in
Yeah,
one place. So,
because
you're kind of right.
in this view, and you can't see the syntax, and edit that later. And then so I go ahead and I usually just go ahead and make the open US title right there. When I
Open broad audience, yeah.
Yeah.
Open broad.
when I like to duplicate it out, I usually give it 2 copies. That's something to think about as well, because you want to give almost like you're giving 2 chances. It's like when ad set starts up, it starts in a pocket. If you only have one,
this one's good.
you that pocket. If you have 2, you'll notice one will lots of times do significantly
Actually,
better right out of the gate.
we're gonna do
because
exactly
you
what he
just did
does.
it pocket. So you can do 2, 3, 4.
I've seen you do 3. Yeah, I've seen you do more than 2 as well. Yeah.
There's
I was gonna say, in adding your ad set is still the same way. So
letter D one, and I mean, because you always also turn off. It's like once you find Facebook, I think 2
it's
is
a bit of a like I guess it's a bit of an advanced like technique. It's kind of something that I've seen other media buyers do. Some people don't mess with it, but that can be kind of the unlock. Like before I met you, Matt, I'd never done that. And when you just have one ad, you basically just rely on whatever pocket it finds. Like that's the one that you'll be running, and it could be much worse than the one that just won. And if you dupe it out, if you got 2 of those or 3 of those, like you double your chances of finding your pocket, at least in theory. And this is probably debated, but I've noticed literally going from the way that I used to do it, which was just 1, to doing it Matt's way, that it is looks like a lot better result when you do out the amount of bets. So
well, you can see too. It's like you'll make 3, and of those 3, 2 of them won't do good at all, and then 1 will just break away. And it's like, okay, well, what if you have only done that 1 that just didn't do well? Then you would think that ad just isn't going to perform, and you would kill it.
Yeah.
But and I think that's just one of those things you just kind of figure out the longer you do it, and it kind of makes sense when you think about how the pockets and stuff work. And so that's how we've been doing it. But so here I go in. I just quickly click on this ad set. I'll go in and I'll change the budget. Usually, like the start date, it's always better to, like, if you can, try to get it to start at midnight. If you want to give it the best chance. If you're in a hurry, and you want to get results quick, you can start it during the middle of the day. But most of the time, it's going to do the best if you can start it right at midnight. And so what we've been doing is this first, we'll just do an open US or broad, kind of broad open US. I go in here, we've been doing the advanced plus placements, and yeah, get your budget right. So then double check
Your budget too. I mean, your budget too. As far as like what should the budget be, it's your group price can kind of inform the budget. I would say like anytime we break out a winner, it's an opportunity to focus your spend on one thing that has a higher chance of doing good. And if you want to raise the chance even more, you will make sure the spend is at least 1x, 2x, or 3x your group's price. Like if you have a $20 group, you don't want to start this at $10 or $5. Like I would say to break something out, you should have the budget to at least spend one conversion on this. Or you might see kind of a lack of enough data to do something like this right now. It's like maybe just keep running your test. If you don't have the budget to do 2x even, like I feel like I don't know about you, but it's like at least 1x, 2.
the best if you can start it right at 3. And of those 3,
It's like technique. It's kind of something that
you can do 2, 3, 4.
I've seen you do 3. Yeah, I've seen you
yeah.
do more than 2 as well. Yeah. I was gonna say in adding more ad set is controlling the budget. So
They're D1. I mean, because you can always turn off the distribute the spend too.
it's a bit of an advanced like technique. It's kind of something that I've a bit of a like I guess it's a bit of an advanced like technique. It's kind of something
Huh.
that I've seen other media buyers do. Some people don't mess with it, but that can be kind of the unlock. Like before I met you, Matt, I had never done that. And when you just have one ad, you basically just rely on whatever pocket it finds. Like that's the one that you'll be running, and it could be much worse than the one that just won. And if you dupe it out, if you got 2 of those or 3 of those, like you double your chances of finding your pocket, at least in theory. And this is probably debated, but I've noticed literally going from the way that I used to do it, which was just 1, to doing it mass out the best. So
Well, you can see too. It's like won't do good. I've only done that one. That just did kill it.
Yeah.
Do it, and it kind of makes sense. But so yeah. So here, I go in. I just quickly can click on this ad set. I'll go in and I'll change the budget. Usually, like the start date, it's always better to like if you can try to get it to start at midnight. If you want to give it the best chance. If you're in a hurry, you want to get results quick. You can start it here in the middle of the day. But most of the time, it's going to do the best if you can start it right at.
So what's the budget that I give it? I think I'm just gonna keep the budget the same, right? Oh no! Whoopsie! I guess it's already started. Whoopsie!
Right at midnight. And so what we've been doing is this first, we'll just do an open US or broad open US. I go in here, we've been doing the advanced plus placements, and
Advanced plus placements. Okay.
yeah, get your budget right. So then double check.
your budget too. I mean. And your budget too, as far as like what should the budget be, it's your group price can kind of inform the budget. I would say like anytime we break out a winner, it's an opportunity to focus your spend on one thing that has a higher chance of doing good. And if you want to raise the chance even more, you will make sure the spend is at least 1x, 2x, or 3x your group's price. Like if you have a $20 group, you don't want to start this at $10 or $5. Like I would say to break something out, you should have the budget to at least spend 1 conversion on this, or you might see kind of a lack of enough data to do something like this right now. It's like maybe just keep running your test. If you don't have the budget to do 2x even, like I feel like I don't know about you, but it's like somewhere between like 1.5x the budget is kind of, it feels like my minimum for a breakout like this. And so just something to keep in mind.
If not, then you might as well just kept in that testing campaign. If you're going to spend.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
kind of this is the second phase. So if you're not wanting to do that 1.5 to 2x your group cost, then you probably shouldn't be splitting it out. And so this is
And if
right.
you're free, if your group is free, like you probably don't need to be doing this yet. Also worth noting. Like when we were running a free group, we didn't start breaking things out for like a month this go round. I mean, we really tested a lot. There's a lot you can do in that discovery testing phase before breaking something out, and we had to go through a lot of rounds of just like, okay, I'm trying another thing. And we actually did try to break some stuff out in that first month, but it didn't really work very well. And so we would start a breakout, wouldn't do very good, we'd turn it off, and that's okay. It's like an okay thing to try. You can always pull this out, set your budget if you've got a $20 group for $40-$50, and even after one day, even after 5 hours, if it's looking crappy, we would turn that off. If every single ad is doing much worse than your test, we would just turn it off. And almost took us like a month to just only be doing the testing in one single. We could have been doing that in one single campaign, but we weren't. But yeah, worth noting.
It helps build confidence too in those testing. That month of just testing, because you do start as you are scaling up and you're using these bigger budgets. I mean, you can lose money quicker if you didn't test enough. If you haven't got to where you're comfortable identifying winners and have tested enough to be able to find winners, and then you just jump into this phase, you could lose. Like, the reason why
How you doing? Bro, why is this song so loud? There we go. I'll settle for that.
spent a month or so testing things out, because if you start getting a couple of these,
First
you're not
time
gonna
chatter,
blow through your budget quickly, and
Yeah.
you're gonna lose a lot of money. So,
Yeah, but I will say that I think that
How you doing, my man? Or woman? Right now we're just learning ads and what to break out and what not to break out. So, interesting topic.
there were times when you and I think something is a winner, and we'll dupe it out, and then we'll be like, oh, that's not a winner. You know, and that's an okay learning. Sometimes it's just a little bit of additional feedback. And the way I always think of like something didn't totally perform, it's like you're still getting your brand name like eyeballs. Like I never see something as a total loss. Like when you're serving impressions, you're getting new people. You'll be able to retarget these new people. You probably have qualified, interested leads now that you can retarget. And so it's like it's okay if that like didn't work. It's okay to run this test, to dupe it out, and to be like, that didn't work. I'm gonna turn this off. That's not actually a winner. You just have more information. You have more people to retarget. Facebook is still probably finding people that are interested in your business. You're just still working on closing them. So it's okay. I feel like it's so black and white in your mind when you're doing this alone. Sometimes it's just like I failed, I lost money, it didn't work, and it's like no. You know, you're just building your audience. You can retarget these people. You're gonna hit them back over and over. You're gonna start converting these people. And that's another thing to note is that like sometimes you gotta close a lot of these people in retargeting. And so it'll look like all kinds of things aren't working, and even your winners aren't working. But if you're seeing results in retargeting, it could be that because you pulled out those winners, even though that campaign did bad, like your retargeting is doing good. Overall, you're doing good. It's just there's a lot to consider here, and it is hard to have sort of this catch-all winner phrase. It tricks people into thinking a winner is a result, and it's just like a bit varied in that way. So
yeah, it's a complicated game. But I think the more you play it, the more you get a feel for it. You can start to identify that stuff a little easier and how it and what your breakdown is. Some people might be on this higher, for instance, a higher price tag group. It's like you're retargeting maybe way stronger than a group. It's a little more. You're gonna rely
$40. Like you might just have a pretty low return on impressions so that you can. That's like what closes people. It's territory where like you rate for a long time and like may not get to look at your results. Oh, this is brilliant. I want this. But if your spend on an ABO is
so I like the idea that ABO just gives you a little more control in the beginning. If you still don't have like this is only kind of fake. You want to use CBO when you know like this has just proven itself over and over again. This is like this has just proved like this is only kind of in the beginning. So I like the idea that ABO just gives you a little more control in the beginning. If you still don't have like this is only kind of fake. You want to use CBO when you know like this has just proven itself over and over again. This is going. We're gonna probably be running this for a week or more. This has just proven. This is only kind of. So I like the idea that
why would CBOs? So you built on an ABO. So why did we build? So you built on an ABO. We also do CBOs. But you're building an ABO right now, which
gives you a little more. This is only over again a week because you're still like has some early good indicators that it could win. Then you pull it into an ABO to see if it could like scale. I made this. Hey, it'll duplicate the whole ad set with ads in it, and I can duplicate. It'll duplicate the whole ad set with ads in it, and I can go in here and I can do kind of a different. I can do a different audience. I can do like a lookalike, or I can do an interest. So I can go in here and do a lookalike purchase. And so now we can do an interest. I can do a different audience. I can do like a lookalike with ads in it, and I can go duplicate. It'll duplicate the whole ad set with ads in it, and I can go in. It'll duplicate the whole. Come in here, and I can just do a quick duplicate. It'll duplicate the whole ad set with ads in it, and I can go in here, and I can do kind of a different. I can do a different audience. I can do like a lookalike, or I can do an interest. So I can go in here and do a lookalike purchase, and so now I quickly have. So now we have two ABOs that we could scale kind of independently of each other too. It's like the open may work well, this one may not work well. This open over time, we could be bumping it 20%, 20%, 20%, all the while we end up killing this one. And so that's just ABO just gives you more control at this individual level. You also have like five different ad sets. You could be testing a bunch of different ad sets within this, and you could be turning stuff off. You could be putting new ad sets in it. You could be scaling each ad set up independently. It's a little more hands-on. Whereas when you're doing a CBO, it's better just to have your ducks in lines. Like this is a winner. You know that these 3 or 4 ad sets do pretty well, and you plan on just like not really tweaking this too much, other than bumping it up a little bit each day as like the results show themselves. And so it's just a completely different mindset.
Where do you do that?
So ABO and different ad sets, you can be testing of each other too. It's like do a different audience. I can do like a lookalike, or I can do an
audience. Where's audience? Lookalike audience? Huh. Interesting. I don't know what my different audience would be. I guess is there like interests? Sure, I'll test it. That's really what this whole thing is for, right? Okay. Nice.
Interest. So I go here and do a lookalike purchase, and so now I quickly have So now we have two ABOs that we could scale kind of independently of each other too. It's like the open may work well, this one may not work well. This open over time, we could be bumping at 20%, 20%, 20%, all the while we end up killing this one. And so that's just ABO just gives you more control at this individual level. You also have like five different ad sets. You could be testing a bunch of different ad sets within this, and you could be turning stuff off. You could be putting new ad sets in it. You could be scaling each ad set up independently. It's a little more hands-on. Whereas when you're doing a CBO, it's better just to have your ducks in lines. Like, you know this is a winner. You know that these 3 or 4 ad sets do pretty well, and you plan on just like not really tweaking this too much, other than bumping it up a little bit each day as the results show themselves. And so it's just a completely different mindset in how you're treating them. And so ABO has worked well. ABO is almost like a stepping stone to the CBO. They're very similar, but I think you just need more conviction because the CBO is more hands-on.
I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We successfully pulled out some ads. We went ahead and we pulled out some ads. We also went ahead and changed our school group to have like a intro, and also like a introduce yourself, some things that they might like, and then also to have some questions when they join in. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye.